Here's the thing, you can absolutely stay in your home. That could be a really good strategy. It's 2020 now. What does that look like for you and your family? I believe the peak started happening a year ago. So my dates on here, if you think I can't do math, are all based on the fact. So 26 to 2030 is when we expect the next peak. In other words, look at you and your family and say, okay, we're going to ride this one out. And does the property that you have work for you and your family now? So if you think for a second, close your eyes and imagine yourself at Thanksgiving in 7 to 11 years time, really 6 to 10 years time, right? Because I believe that we already peaked back there using at least my theory on here. So in about 10 years time, let's make it easy math. Imagine yourself at Thanksgiving sitting around the table with your family members and your fur babies. Does your property work for you now? If it does, oh my gosh, stay in your house. It absolutely works for you. That's fantastic. So that's hold for the price around where it's at now. Maybe it'll be 5% more, maybe it'll be 5% less, who knows? Maybe it'll be 20 less, maybe it'll be 20 more. We don't know. We know the peaks generally aren't that far apart. We all know you make money in real estate by buying at the trough and selling at the peak. And of course, if we could all time that, we'd be very happy. Funny thing is, life really doesn't work like that. New babies come along, you get jobs in a different area. So there are always a number of people who move. So just think back to your family. Does it work for you during that period? If so, it could be an amazing strategy for you. How about renting it out and becoming a landlord? Maybe you've moved somewhere else already. Maybe you have an intent to move somewhere else already. So are you comfortable becoming a landlord and rent it out during the period of time? Again, look for the long term. Make it a long-term play. Don't think, oh, we'll rent it out for a year or 2 or 3 and then sell it if we don't like renting it. Look at this graph again, 2022 to 2025. That's when we expect the period of the trough to be. So you don't want to turn around in 3 or 4 years and say, oh, we'll sell it now, and potentially, quite likely, make a lot less money. So that's why we make it the long play. I hope that makes sense. So think about holding it if you're going to rent it for 10 years. What does that look like for you and your family? Maybe you're about to retire then, and it would be a good point to sell your property, right? So it could be that. How about selling now? So selling now, I believe we've got this unique window right now of a few weeks where we have this massive pent-up buyer demand. All of us have buyers waiting in line that haven't been able to find properties. The inventory in this market is down about a half from a year ago, significantly down. In some, we're talking about properties, broad brush here above all of the different types of properties, but it's significantly down from last year. And last year we didn't have any inventory. That's number of rooftops or properties that we have to sell. So we already have this very tight inventory, and it's all about supply and demand. So if you're thinking about selling, get it out there really fast. We already have JP Morgan in April saying that they have changed that, and they are the biggest bank by assets, that is JP Morgan, have said that they want 20% down and a credit score of 700 or higher. You can Google it, you'll find that all over the place. Always check these things out because things change all the time. And we're expecting some more banks to follow suit. However, that hasn't happened yet. Have banks tightened up since 2008? Absolutely. Are they tightening up right now because of COVID-19 and what that means? Absolutely. So I believe we have this unique window where speed is everything. Should you choose strategy 3, which is to sell now, get it on as soon as you can. I hear people saying, I'm waiting for the leaves to flush out more. I'm waiting to get my wallpaper off. I'm waiting to clear up. Do not wait. I can't say this more clearly. Absolutely do not wait. If you're going to sell it, get it out there now. I'll be checking in with you every week or so. You're always welcome to call me. mountainhomehunt.com, mountainhomehunt.com. Click on contact or give me a call at 828-333 44.83. This is all a guide. This is based on things we've seen in history. Things in history don't always hold true. As we know, if we could all time the market, we'd be millionaires. But I can tell you in all honesty, if strategy 3 is right for you, absolutely get it out there and get it out there as fast as you can and get it sold before things are very likely to tighten up even more.